Boys and girls, sports fans, it's Den here, Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, and I'm still with FinancialForce customers. And to my right, and possibly your left, is Kevin, is it Cohan?
Cohan.
Cohan, managed to pronounce that correctly. Chief Information Officer, Himagine, reimagining healthcare. Now, I'm a Brit, so coming to this country, I know that this system is horribly complicated, the healthcare system over here. And you're dealing with one very specific aspect of it. Just
Correct.
Explain what it is that your company does.
So yeah, we actually provide coders that will actually go into the hospital settings and essentially allow them to outsource their coding departments that they have. It really allows them to improve the revenue management cycle and bring to bear resources to help bring down all of the charts that needed to be coded so that they can be billed properly.
Okay, so this is about solving a pretty gnarly problem for the hospital, right? The correct coding for billing purposes.
That's
yeah?
right, that's right.
Okay, because everybody likes to get a bill from the hospital, right?
That's
and
right.
they really love it when it's wrong, yeah? Okay. So you were saying to me that the company was spun out of a larger organization, so suddenly you go from having one system to having nothing,
Right.
and now you've got to make a decision, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And that decision in this case was a combination of Salesforce, which you were leaning towards anyway, and on towards FinancialForce, right?
Correct. Right.
So why that particular combination?
Yeah, we had experience with Salesforce, so there was some experience in the CRM space and utilizing that tool. We knew we were going to need to go to all of our own systems off of a carve-out and the use of their systems. So we looked for an integrated suite and a platform that we could build off of. That's where Salesforce and FinancialForce's combination came into bear and really was the best solution for us at that time.
Okay, fine. When you say the best solution for you, a CIO, you care about information, but were you involved in the implementation as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so you didn't have no servers to buy? You didn't have to buy a ton of laptops, a ton of software, a ton of consulting, a ton of CDs or any of that stuff? You simply plug it in and off you go. Is that pretty much it?
That's right. With the cloud-based solution, it was basically, you work through the contract negotiations, set up the agreements, and then you're off working on what those configurations are in the sandbox, and then you move that into production.
Okay, let's just step sideways a little bit. Contract negotiation, that's one of my fun pet topics. How did that work for you? Was it a good experience?
Yeah, it was actually pretty straightforward with Salesforce and FinancialForce, and we brought it together as one package. The process was straightforward for us.
Okay, so for the accounting nerds in the audience, hi guys and girls, you brought open items into the new system, yeah?
Correct.
And some other data as well, yeah? But you're
Right.
fairly restrictive in terms of the amount of information that you brought across, presumably to get a
That's
faster time to...
Yeah, we knew we needed to cut off of the old systems,
Yeah.
so we set a date that matched with our financial cycles, and we basically finished at the second quarter on the old system and moved over to new balances and new processes on the new system going into the third quarter.
Okay, so just walk me through this. From the time that you said, yes, we're going to go with these systems, to the time that you switched on the new, okay, which
Yes.
was the second third, how long did it take you to get from ink dry on the paper to the go live?
It was 7 months.
Yeah,
So December we started in earnest.
Right.
The ink was dried on the contracts mid-December, kicked off project teams late December, and then really hit the ground running in January with our first round of requirements, reviews, and definitions. Then went right into what the conceptual designs were and testing in the late February timeframe into early March. Then went through training in the April timeframe for one set, then did another set of data migrations in order to bring our data up to speed with the rest of the transactions that
Yep.
were happening on the old system. And then in June, we refreshed the training with the new set of data, and then went live on the end of June 29th.
Q3, the beginning of Q3.
Beginning of Q3, right.
Now, from where I'm sitting, nothing is more dangerous than trying to go live in the middle of a financial year. But you're saying it's not a problem.
No, it was not a problem for us. No.
Huh.
Yeah, we knew that, we wanted to go live before the August 1st date. So we obviously aligned it with our accounting calendar and accounting cycle to be at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
But as we mentioned earlier, we were able to bring that information over and start on the new going into third quarter, and didn't experience any issues with that process.
Tell me the secret. There must be a secret here somewhere.
I think it's having a good plan and having a good approach, and really,
Okay.
timing that well with your accounting cycles and knowing, what that right cutoff date and right cutoff time is. And we put a lot of time into upfront planning, making sure we had the entire organization aligned around those dates. Communications are critical as well too, making sure that people were well aware of, the process that we were going to go through and what the timing was to do that cutoff.
Okay. So post go live, what was the experience like?
Post go live, we definitely had our typical implementation startups. We had a couple of issues. The very first invoice cycle, we certainly had some issues that we had to work through. But for the most part, it was, a fairly smooth process. We settled out within 4 weeks, between 4 and 6 weeks of shaking out, different issues that we had with the system and correcting a couple of items that we had to reset in the configuration. But yeah, overall, it was a very smooth process, and we were off and running, within those 4 to 6 weeks.
Let me just recap this. Boys and girls, greenfield site, so okay, that's going to be not as hard as an implementation from elsewhere, but nevertheless, there's still information to be brought forward, and there's still a system to be run in parallel. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, we ran parallel just for 1 month.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. And we got an implementation done inside 180 days, pretty much. Yeah. We cut over halfway through the year. And yeah, of course, we had post-implementation problems, but it was maybe 4 to 6 weeks after that, yeah?
That's right.
Okay. These are some of the benefits that you get with the cloud, right? I hope you guys are listening, because this is the kind of stuff that matters. We no longer have to think in terms of multi-year implementations or long cycles or stress testing everybody, by the way, and it isn't just a system, right?
That's right.
We can do these things relatively painlessly.
That's right, yeah. I've done the 18-month integrations and the ERP implementations.
They're real fun, aren't they?
Yes, yes. So 6 months is much nicer, yes.
Okay. And the fact that it's all on a single platform is one of the tricks involved here, right?
Yeah, definitely advantageous for us, no question.
Okay. Kevin, that's a fantastic story. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, Dennis.
Boys and girls, what a lovely story. Until the next time.